Hi, it's Katie Cannon, founder of Gold Medal Coaching and your host of Gold Medal Weekly Show. So this is episode 2 and we're really excited. Last week was our episode 1. We've been recording weekly shows for a long time, but we've decided to start turning it into a podcast with Sport with Start at episode 1. So welcome to episode 2. So we are talking about today 3 strategies which will ensure you're successful online in the health and wellness space. So this episode is sponsored by our incredible summit that we've got coming up, which is 21 experts we're interviewing in the health and wellness arena on success versus burnout. So tune in at the end to see how to get access to that free summit, because we have some amazing speakers lined up to share incredible knowledge with you. So today we're talking about, as I said, online strategies to help you, whether you are brand spanking new, you're looking to start your own online business, or you are looking to expand and to grow and you've been an entrepreneur for quite some time. So strategies to building successfully online are really, really crucial to avoid overwhelm. So one of the key things that I always love and the key areas that I love to teach, and this is a result of lockdown, really much a big lesson is for every single business owner, you've got to be building online and offline at the same time. So let's say you are a business owner and you have a traditional premises. You need to make sure you are building online as well as having your traditional premises, your traditional classes, and you're making sure you have that clear divide and you have everything working together. The biggest thing though is we don't want to create overwhelm. And as we've come out of lockdown and things have started to return slightly more back to normal, we don't want to then completely lose what you've created over lockdown and starting to build online. So all our programs at Gold Medal Coaching do cover intensively how to build online as well as offline as well. So I've wanted this episode to be really focused and clear for you. And so, because some of the biggest things that I see in many of my clients is complete overwhelm. There are so many strategies you can do, but the danger is you try to do all of them, myself included. I've totally been here. You try to do all of them with no success. You create overwhelm, you get burnt out, you get stressed, then you end up doing none of them, which is what we absolutely don't want to happen to you. So I want you to master 1 or 2 before you move on to the next. And when I say master, I say give it a quarter, give it 3 or 4 months to really focus on that particular area. You want to be embracing, following these key things. So get a pen and paper ready. You want to be tracking. So tracking your success on this particular strategy, tracking your numbers, tracking your feedback that you've had. How many clients have you got from that? Where have your clients come from? What's making you money? Are you reviewing this on a weekly basis? You don't need to be doing it daily. Maybe weekly might overwhelm you to start with. Do it on a monthly basis. But when you're really looking at a strategy and you've given it a really good shot, review whether you think it's worth carrying on, whether you think it's a short-term strategy, or whether you think it's something you need to learn more about to create it as a long-term strategy. So just get used to, if you're a brand new entrepreneur and you are thinking there's so many things I need to know, so many things I need to do, just start tracking one thing. So just start tracking and getting used to knowing your numbers, because as a business owner, you need to know what's coming in, what's going out, what's working, what's not wasting your time, what is gonna, what you need to delegate. So the biggest thing, just start really, really simple by just tracking one of these areas. So first one is choose 2 platforms, no more. Okay, social media is amazing, but it also can be an absolute time waster where you're going to spread yourself very, very thin and have no success in any areas. Pick 2. Where does your client hang out? What is their age? What lights you up at first when you pick a platform? What do you find easy and appealing? So for me, we do Instagram and Facebook. We do a little bit of LinkedIn, but not hugely. Do a little bit of YouTube, But I don't do TikTok, I don't do Pinterest, and I don't do Snapchat. One, I have no clue how they work. TikTok, when it launched and it got really big over lockdown, there was a part of me thought, I really should be getting on TikTok, but I didn't have the time, I didn't have the energy, I didn't have the focus for TikTok, and I didn't go on it. Now, I think it's something else. It's Reels that I keep seeing on Instagram popping up, yeah? So please don't be a reactive entrepreneur. I want you to be a strategy entrepreneur. I want you to really have literally pen and paper at the ready, writing down your strategy and stick to it. You will see I have a big whiteboard here next to me with our strategy for the next 3 months and 6 months and a year. If it's not on there, it is flexible. You don't be so rigid that you're like, no, not going to change it, but you've got to keep that focus. So please don't react to every social media platform that is launching. Get clear. Pick your clear strategy on both of these platforms and get clear on how many lives do you want to do a week? How many posts do you want to do a week? Think that when you're creating your content, how are you going to stand out? What's your intention? What result do you want from this piece of, content that you're giving out there? I heard a really good quote, and I'm going to get it completely wrong when I try and say it back because I haven't written it down, but it said, if you're creating no intention with your content, you're just putting stuff out there into the world, and the world has enough stuff. So you really want to mirror your intention and your content with what you're selling. So at the minute, I'm really promoting my summit, my 21 speakers, because we've got so much knowledge and value to give our community. So I'm promoting that within Gold Middle Coaching. So really think about, what are you promoting? Is it a free trial? Is it a particular course? Get clear and focused. So over the things, many things that I help with clients with is getting very specific. What is your niche? What is your niche in health and wellness? How are you going to make your brand stand out? And remember, please don't follow the mold when it comes to social media. Now, I don't want this to be a whole social media training because that's a whole other one. I could do about 20 of them. But literally, I've done this so many times and I know it's so easy to do. But when you're like, oh, she looks good, I'm going to follow what she's doing. Before you know it, you're copying content. Please, turn off notifications if you have to. Turn it off your phone. Stop browsing. Pick 1 or 2 experts you want to follow and keep in your zone. Keep in your level, okay? Otherwise, you end up comparing yourself and moving in all different directions. Building an email list. Number 2. So, very basic elements of this. Wherever you go, building networks, asking people to be on your email list. Now, this is offline strategy, but take you back, and this sounds really old school, but I can really see if you've always got it in your mind, just ask people to join your email list. Don't even call it an email list, call it your you could call it like your strategy list, your don't call it ebook either. I'll come up with a better word. I'm actually going to think of something and put it out there for you. But a newsletter, to me, I hate joining newsletters. So we have all our communication as very much knowledge and a weekly episode, or we don't call it, I never put everything in and say this is a newsletter for the week. So Marie Forleo, she's a really good business mentor in very much life coaching and life in general and setting up an online business. And if you haven't heard of her, I'm sure you have. She basically talks about her early days building her business. She used to work in bars to support her business. And every time she'd meet someone, she'd literally put across from the bar a pad of paper and write your email list. Okay. So wherever you are, build your network. Don't just think it all has to be from your phone and from social media. Building connections with other brands by cross-marketing. We do a lot of this in the gym. So I want you to think, if you're, let's say you've got a Pilates teacher, gym studio owners in different areas, yoga, CrossFit, physio, just to name a few. Let's say you are a Pilates teacher and you want to promote your services, but you've got, let's say within your local area, you have 5 or 6 different companies, one who's a physio, one who's CrossFit, one who's yoga, for example. You're cross-marketing. You're each promoting each other's service on social media. You're giving out leaflets, keeping it offline. do a mixture of the two. They're promoting your service to their email list. Can you really see how a small list and a small market and audience suddenly grows to the next level? And don't be scared of cross competition and thinking, well, if they come to there, then they're not going to come to me. They might like yoga better, to Pilates. If they're going to leave, they're going to leave anyway, right? So please don't be scared of not wanting to join forces. Don't please liaise with another Pilates teacher, of course. Make sure your service is different, but with the same client base. So in my gyms, we work closely with ballet, rugby, tennis, swimming, martial arts companies, anywhere that our children go for their activities, yeah? So I just want to relate back to quickly when a few key points that I missed on your email list is having a basic opt-in, promoting your email on SM posts, on your profiles, on your lives, and with your current clients. So always make sure you've got an opt-in. You've got somewhere that they can get onto your email list on all your social media channels and every piece of marketing that you do. So one of the key things I see many, many times, and as I've been building my brands over the years, this has definitely stopped my growth. It's slowed me down. Sometimes I just sit there and I think, oh my gosh, I need a really big budget for this. And I remember when I started my gold medal coaching business, my budget was super small. And I did some Facebook ads, and I remember thinking, these aren't working. These aren't giving me the traction that I wanted. I ran out of money and then I froze. I literally thought I wanted to build my business for Facebook ads only, and that was the end of it. And it sounds silly when you say it out loud now, but when you're looking in, it was so the truth. And I didn't think outside the box. And there are many options out there. You just need to get creative, yeah? Facebook ads are not the only way to grow your brand. So I've given you some basic examples already with, email lists, cross marketing, building on social media with just your posts and organic traffic. It doesn't have to require a big budget, okay? One of the things that I'm doing, which is what my summit is all about, is building your email list. I'm not going to go into too much, going to get a whole other subject on how to build a summit and how to really use that for traction to build your email list. But it will absolutely help you to start building that list to a bigger level. But I will do that in a whole nother episode. But that is what the summit is all about, building your audience. So if you want to get access to this incredible summit that I keep talking about, 21 experts in the health and wellness industry, please, you'll see the link, the opt-in, like we're talking about with the email list. You'll see it at the below this episode and all of our socials. Please connect with us wherever you are, and you'll get access to it, and its launches mid-October. So we cannot wait for you to be part of it. So thank you as always for checking in, spending some time with me. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback, your comments. Pop them below, and we will see you next week. Take care. Bye.